Hey friend, so if you are an entrepreneur, or maybe you want to be an entrepreneur and you're a little bit scared that you're going to put all this time and effort into building this business and then hate it or want to quit, or maybe you have built a business that you hate, but now it's your source of income and you're like, snap, how do I quit or how do I change this so that I don't hate what I do every day for work? Then this episode is for you. I'm going to walk you through how to get a big picture vision for your business. And you're like, if you're like, Faith, that's not going to help my problem. It is. It is because Habakkuk 2 talks about without a vision, people perish. Or some translations say wander astray or pass to an inferior condition. Why does that matter for your business? Because if you're not building a business that is ultimately in line with your big picture vision, your God-given vision for your life, then you're not going to like what you're doing, right? And you're not going to enjoy the thing that you're doing. And I truly believe that God wants us to enjoy the work that He has given us to do. So settle into a nice comfy chair, or if you're driving, don't settle in too much because I don't want you to get sleepy, but listen in. I'm going to walk you through just some really good mindset shifts and some questions to ask yourself to get a big picture vision for your business so that you can build a business you actually enjoy, and then in turn, you're going to do better at it and it's going to make you more money and reach more people and help more people and all the things that we want as entrepreneurs. So listen in. Welcome to Jumpstart Your Dreams. I am Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, business growth coach, content strategist, barrel racer, worship leader, wrangler of tiny humans, and champion of your God-given dreams. If you are finally ready to feel confident pursuing your God-given dreams, know Jesus more, and learn how to market and actually grow your business without losing your mind, then tell the dog to quit barking, grab a notepad and that third cup of coffee, and listen in for some shoot you straight, visionary, and practical tips to get you the breakthrough you've been looking for. Okay, so the whole idea for this episode came about because I hear so many stories of entrepreneurs, and I even have lots of friends that have gotten started in business and they've been all gung-ho, and then a few months in or even a few years in, they're just sick of it and they quit. And while I do not necessarily think that it's a bad thing to stop your business or quit your business or pivot or make changes, because you're not married to your business, you're married to your spouse and to Jesus. I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing to quit or change businesses or change directions with your business. But when that business or that thing that you're working on is truly your passion and is truly your dream, and you're giving up on your dream, that's heartbreaking. So I want to walk you through some of these mindset shifts and share some knowledge and just some wisdom, honestly, that I have on the subject, because I want you and myself, to have a vision, a big picture vision for our businesses, so that we can in turn build businesses that we enjoy building, that we enjoy working in, because everybody is better at doing things that they enjoy and doing things that they are actually passionate about, okay? And again, just let me remind you, if you're like, oh my gosh, Faith, you don't even know how many businesses I've quit. Let me just tell you how many businesses I don't run anymore. Okay. And it's not because I made $1 bajillion with them and sold them. For starters, my very, very first business, which was probably the only one that wasn't profitable, was my lemonade stand down a rural road that didn't get very much traffic, and what we did get was going 60 miles an hour, right? You don't have to keep doing businesses that don't make sense. That's not what I'm saying, But I've had several other businesses. I had a house cleaning business in high school and in Bible college that I'm no longer doing. I made fancy headbands. It was a thing. I made fancy headbands for a while and sold those. It was great. It funded some barrel races. I also used to really work hard at an oil business. I worked for a company selling oils. I still love and use their products, but it's just not my business anymore. So I'm not saying this from a place of you start a business and you have to be married to that thing and never change. But you do need to, when you are starting a business or you've already started a business, you need to be very intentional to build your business around your vision for your life and consequently your vision for your business. So I'm going to walk you through some questions to ask yourself and sit with the Lord over so that you can get a big picture vision for your business and be moving in the direction that you want to be moving in. Okay. So number one, I want you to spend quality time with God on a regular basis and give Him permission to lead you in your work and in your business. Psalm 37 in verses 3 and 4 says to trust in the Lord and do good, and then you will live safely in the land and prosper. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desires. And then in verse 5, it says, commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust Him, and He will help you. And honestly, this is one of my very favorite verses to come back to when I'm like, what in the heck is going on? And I'm like, nope, Lord, I gave this to you. I gave this thing to you. I gave this dream to you. This is a God-given, God-directed dream. And I trust you that you are going to do it. You are faithful to your promises and you are going to bring it to pass. And sometimes in life and in business, like when you take time to really sit and quiet your heart before the Lord, quiet your heart in His presence and pray and hear His voice, shut up your mouth long enough to hear the Holy Spirit speak to you, God's going to give you some direction and give you some strategies that you're like, what? That doesn't really make sense, but okay. And then sometimes He'll give you something like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like just personal example, like there have been some courses that I've taken and some work that I've done that I'm like, I would just see something and I'd dig into it and I'd be like, I think I'm supposed to do this thing and make this investment. And I'd go to my husband and be like, I think I'm supposed to do this thing and make this investment, for my business and it's for growth there. Would you pray about it? And so he would pray about it and I would pray about it and we would both, come back together and be like, yep, I think you're supposed to do it. When in the natural, I'm like, what in the heck? Like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense for this to be something that I would spend money on right now. Like I have this other thing that I should spend money on instead. But because I had spent quality time with God on a regular basis, I knew that I could hear His voice and I heard His voice and I trusted Him to lead me. And just finishing up some work with a client, Steph Gass, the things that I had learned and the courses that I had taken were able to be such an asset to me and to the clients that I served because I had these seemingly random assortments of knowledge that I was able to use in my business and help other people with their businesses. Funny side note, if you hear scratching, it's because my dog, my border collie, is asleep and she's like chasing something in her sleep, I'm sure, and she's like making scratching noises. But I don't have the heart to wake her up, so sorry about you. It's really not that loud. I'm sure you probably can't even hear it, but I'm just giggling about it. Okay, the second thing that I want you to do, and I want you to just sit with the Lord and have some quiet, uninterrupted time. Like these are not the kind of things that you do while you're listening to other things or, there's a million loud noises going on around you. I want you to sit and figure out what you want your life to look like and then build your business around that. So, a couple years ago, a good friend of mine who was like the main photographer in our area, and I had helped her second shoot some weddings, and I'd worked with her, I'd hired her lots, like loved her, and we were really good friends. She was moving, and I think they live like 6 hours away. It's far, and so like too far for her to like keep her business here. She was moving and I had a conversation with my husband and then I had a conversation with her and I was like, hey, like, what would it look like to buy your business from you or to take over your business from you or, to pick up this clientele that you have and like carry on with your photography business? Because I had been second shooting for like, I have a pretty good knowledge of photography. Like I can shoot in manual. I can I'm not a professional photographer, but I could have very easily stepped into that. And I just sat and I thought about it and I prayed about it a lot. And I'm like, as much as I love taking pictures, being a photographer is not really what I want my life to look like, because I don't necessarily want to be working evenings and weekends, which for some people, that's awesome. It works for them, works with their childcare situation. Like, it's great. That's the business that they want to build. I have so many friends that are photographers. I love photographers and the photography industry. But for me, that's a great example of, for me, just sitting down like, okay, what do I want my life to look like? And what do I want my time to look like, so that I could then build my business around that, right? So that's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I really think that for you and me to be successful in business and maintain a solid vision for our business and keep doing something we enjoy, we need that. Like, we need to build our businesses around what we want our lives to look like, and not just try to fit, the fun elements of life and the things that we enjoy about our life in the cracks of working our business. The third question I want you to reflect on is this. I want you to figure out what kind of work you enjoy doing and what parts of that work that you enjoy doing. So, for example, my brother is in med school. He's a med student, and he loves people. He loves being around people. He loves working with people. And so in his thought process of, okay, what kind of medicine do I want to go into? What do I want to specialize in? He wants to specialize in something that he's around people, that he works with people, right? Versus some of his fellow students, they don't really want that. They want like just the medical scientific side of things. So they don't want a ton of people interaction. That's fine. Neither one is wrong, but you need to sit and figure out what you like and what parts of work you enjoy doing. So for me, I like talking to people. I like writing. I like podcasting. But please, for the love of all things holy, don't ask me to come in and clean up your inbox. Just don't do it. Like, that's not my strong suit. I don't enjoy doing that. I suck at it, and everybody will just be happier if all of those little detail-oriented things like, cleaning up inboxes and doing that kind of back-end stuff is left to not Faith. Okay? And it doesn't mean necessarily that the work that you're doing in this moment and every single day hereafter is going to be perfect and only the things that you enjoy doing. But when you figure out like, okay, I like this kind of work. This is what I enjoy doing. And these are the parts of that work that I enjoy versus I hate these other parts. It gives you the ability to, one, build a vision for what you want to do, and then have also included in that vision the things that you will want to outsource one day. Like, I can wholeheartedly promise that I will outsource inbox management at some point in my business, and I will be happy to do it because I hate that, right? Versus other parts of my business, like interviewing, like doing client calls and interviews and, podcasts. Like, I love that part, like the actual talking and the actual writing. Great, And so I think sometimes people get really hung up and they're like, well, I want to grow this business, and I love doing this part of things, but I hate doing this part of things. Or they don't even take a minute to sit and think, okay, there are parts that I like and parts that I don't like. They just get overwhelmed with the idea of everything of their business growing without sitting and thinking, okay, as the growth-minded entrepreneur, I can grow my business like this, and this, and then I can outsource these things. Because they just get, without a big picture vision for your business and what you want your business to look like and what you are going to enjoy doing long term, it's really easy to get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be in my inbox all day long, or oh my gosh, I'm going to have to write blogs all day long, or oh my gosh, I'm going to have to fill in the blank for whatever you hate. So figure out what kind of work you enjoy doing and what parts of your work that you enjoy. Okay, the next question I want you to think about is this. What are you good at and what makes you really stand out? And this is a separate question than the last one, because sometimes the things that we enjoy doing are not necessarily things that we're good at. Like, case in point, all of those American Idol auditions by people who couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. Like, they enjoyed singing, which is fine and great, grand, and glorious, but they weren't good at it. So they didn't really need to be professional singers, okay? And there's nothing wrong with doing things that you suck at for enjoyment, but probably shouldn't try to build a business around it because, one, you're not going to get very many clients, and 2, you're probably not going to want to do it very long. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me because I'm super competitive and I want to be good at everything. Like I don't enjoy sucking at things. Ask me about my golf career and I'll tell you how much I don't enjoy sucking at things. But ask yourself what you're good at and what really makes you stand out. And if you're at the place where you're like, I don't even know the answer to that question, like honest to goodness, text or call a few, probably text because it gives people a chance to think, but text a few of your really trustworthy and encouraging friends, like not the people that are going to be like, yes, audition for American Idol if you can't carry a tune in a bucket, but people who are going to be honest with you, but kind about it, right? People who know you, who really, truly know you, not just the Instagram version of you, but people who really, truly know you, who are going to say, you know what? You've always been really great at proofreading my papers. Thank you for that. I bet you could get a side hustle proofreading or whatever your thing is, right? But text, I don't know, 5-10 people that you really trust and ask them like, what are you good at and what really makes you stand out? That's a whole nother topic to like figure out what you're good at and what makes you stand out. But if you're an entrepreneur, if you're building a business, have an established business, you probably already have a good idea of what you're good at, right? Because you're doing it as a business and making money doing it, right? So, but sit down, ask yourself, what am I good at and what really makes me stand out? And then use that to create a vision for your business. Now, I am a proponent of making vision boards, but I would be a complete hypocrite if I told you that you have to have a vision board for your business. Should you? Yes. Do I? No. Not at the moment. It's on my list of things to do. Like I really want to create like I have a life vision board that has some stuff for my business on it, but I really want to create an updated one because a lot of my visions have come to pass already, so I need to update it, right? And I really want to add some more business elements in there, like specific business goals to add to my vision board. So having a vision board for your business and life, phenomenal idea, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you to do it, that you have to do it when I have honestly not done it yet. But have a vision of where you want to go. Have a vision of what you want your life to look like, and then build your business around that so that you don't get, a month, 2 months, 10 months, 10 years into building a business and absolutely hate it because it has nothing, it does nothing for your life and your lifestyle because, your business, while it is going to be a blessing and it is fun and it is totally, when you're working in your calling area, it's totally amazing. It is not your entire life, and you still need to have time to hang out with your family, to raise your kids, to pursue other passions, to do the other things that you enjoy so that you don't get burnt out, which is a whole nother topic. And don't worry, we'll have episodes on that. But I hope this episode will bless y'all. I pray that God will give you a spirit of wisdom and revelation for your business, that you will hear him clearly, that you will answer, that you will obey quickly and completely, and listen to his leading as you get a vision for your business. And I encourage y'all, pray, like sit down and have like a little mini vision retreat with yourself in your house one Saturday morning. Like pray before you do this. God wants to speak to you. He wants to direct you. He wants to give you his vision for your dream, for your life and your business. And I'm excited to see where y'all go. Send me, some messages over on Instagram. Send me some emails about your vision for your business because I would love, love, love to cheer you on. And if you're at the place in your business where you're like, all right, Faith, I've got a vision, I'm ready to grow this puppy, then it's probably time for you to book a strategic breakthrough call, a strategic marketing breakthrough call, and I will help you take that vision and figure out how to market the heck out of your business in less time and less energy than you're probably already spending, and market it in a way that's so strategic and works for you and works for the life that you want to build too. So bless y'all. Have a great day. And until next time, keep on keeping on. Thank you so much for listening in today. It means the world that you tuned in. Hopefully this episode inspired you, challenged you, and left you feeling like you really can do the thing that God has called you to do, even if you need a nap first. If it did, can I ask you a couple favors? Would you please subscribe so you don't miss a thing? Share this episode with a friend and take 30 seconds and go leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Not only will it bless my socks off to know that this is helping you, but it will help spread this message to more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs. Connect with me over on Instagram at Faith Hannon and find out about all the things, courses, coaching, and copywriting at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.